This week, Brian Coberger, who committed mass atrocities at the University of Idaho back in the year 2022, was finally sentenced. He was given life in prison. But before the sentencing, the judge actually allowed the families of the victims to speak their word to Coberger before the sentencing. Scathing, harsh, heartbreaking statements from these family members. And so, of course, when this happened on Wednesday, this was big news. And the White House decided we want to chime in too, because there was something missing from the trial and, of course, the sentencing, and that is Mr. Coberger was never required to tell us why he did these things, which, for the record, is not a legal requirement. You don't ever have to explain why you did something. You just say, yes, I did it. No, I didn't. Jury, if you go to that, whatever. But you never have to explain legally why you did something. And yes, that can be disappointing for the families. We want to know motives, right? That's what we want. That's what law enforcement wants. But in this particular instance, we didn't get it. So after the sentencing, CNN, who's airing this, goes to Karoline Leavitt, right? She's given a press briefing where she's addressing the issue. And Karoline Leavitt came out and said one of the most inhuman and disgusting things imaginable. Here's what Karoline Leavitt said. "We are so sorry for the grief and the pain you have experienced at the hands of such a vicious and evil killer. Our nation grieves with you, and we will never forget the precious souls who were lost in this horrific act of evil. If it were up to the president, he would have forced this monster to publicly explain why he chose to steal these innocent souls." At that moment, seconds into what she is saying, CNN made the decision to cut away. They couldn't take it. This suddenly became the most disgusting thing that Karoline Leavitt has ever said or done since becoming the press secretary. A completely bullcrap, made-up fantasy in her head. Like, hey, oh my God, this is so horrible. Our hearts go out to you. But, I don't know if you know this. This Trump guy, oh man, you should see the way I look at him in those photos, which if you haven't seen that video, yeah, doesn't leave a lot to be desired, the way that Karoline Leavitt looks at Trump. If it's kind of, it's gross. But anyway, she's like, this guy could have gotten a confession. I mean, he's remarkable. He's amazing. He would have gotten this guy to tell us why he did it, and he would have gotten him to do it publicly. You think that's what the families of the victims want to hear right now, or literally ever? Do you think that was necessary or vital to the point you were making about how sorry we are for the victims and their families? No. But Karoline Leavitt hijacked this moment and made it all about the man that she appears to be lusting after, Donald Trump. This had nothing to do with Donald Trump. And this disgusting person, I honest to God, I will take a moment here. I wish you knew what words were just going through my head. There's about a dozen of them. Any one of them. And that would have probably been the last video I've ever done. That's how angry I am at her. Because this disgusting little freak took this opportunity to once again make everything about how great and wonderful Donald Trump is. Karoline Leavitt is brainwashed. Again, she appears to be lusting after Donald Trump. Again, if you haven't seen the video of the way she's looking at him, she looks like she's undressing him with her eyes, which is more of a nightmare for most of us, but it's horrible. But not as horrible as what she said here. This officially crosses a line. And we all collectively need to demand that Karoline Leavitt make a public apology to the families of the victims for making this whole thing she did about how awesome and badass Donald Trump really is. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.